shell. Permanently increases defense by 2. Nice. And a goddess icon, which is all stats? Luck. I can remember which one was which. I'm at chapter 20 already. Holy shit.
He's dead. There goes our chance to gain more information. And again, even if we had managed to capture him alive, judging by the way he was acting.
For now, let's rejoice in our victory. We can think about that later. For now, let's rejoice in our victory.
Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension.
One
It's
more
been a
chapter
long
until
time, Claude.
endgame.
I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. She really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, huh?
If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call?
Of course. I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid.
You know him well.
You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital.
He actually did send it right before.
If all went to plan, I knew you'd
I thought that was
recapture
just a
it
joke, but
and
Jesus,
then respond
that's
to our
funny.
request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that. But it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble.
You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking.
I know. But that ends today.
Oh?
What do you mean?
Here, take this. Use it however you see fit.
Take what?
The legendary bow Failnaught.
Wait, what?
Isn't this the hero's relic of House Regan? Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes. You cannot truly intend to part with this.
It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more.
Just what are you planning, Claude?
What?
If you're going to lead Fodlan, then the Alliance Lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the Kingdom.
Remember when you said Bernie
I'm
didn't
just
have a
putting
relic?
us back together again.
Right before the... No way.
Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other Lords at the Roundtable Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance.
What will you do now?
I'm leaving Fodlan. There are things I have to do, dreams I need to see to fruition. That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually. But it left me no time for what I was really after.
He's departing?
You'd better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or else you'll end up in the same boat.
I can't believe he's leaving.
And remember, both the living and the dead cling to us without any regard for our own lives. It's up to us to break free of that weight.
Claude's
and
going
follow
home.
the path that we believe in.
Claude.
Oops. I almost forgot the most important thing. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive in the Imperial capital.
I feel like an idiot. Because I was like, we don't know that she's in the Imperial capital being held captive. Yeah, now we know.
It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what they're planning.
You have my gratitude, Claude.
Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. And when we do, don't be too hard on me, your kingliness.
I can't believe he's leaving. Fail not. Holy shit. Yeah, send that shit to the convoy right now. What's funny is that I could have either Ash
Well, Dimitri,
or
are you finally
Bernadetta
gonna tell us the
use it.
damn truth?
Damn truth.
What are you talking about?
Didn't Lord Arundel say something about you and Edelgard being family?
Oh, wait, he's never told him? Oh, shit.
To claim that the king and the emperor are related. Could it be?
Ah, I suppose I never told you, though I do recall mentioning it briefly to the professor. Lord Arundel spoke the truth. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Political turmoil drove my stepmother out of the Empire. Father fell in love with her at first sight, and they married. I lost my birth mother before I was old enough to remember her. My stepmother filled that role for me.
Ash can't unless he takes damage because he doesn't have a crest? Oh shit, that's right, Ash doesn't have a crest.
But she lost her life in Dusker 9 years ago, along with Father.
Hang on. I didn't even know she was your stepmother. Did my father know about this?
Yes, all those who were close to my father knew, including Rodrigue. But to speak openly about it would have caused a scandal. And so she was our secret. No one in the general public knew about her. Naturally, the fact that Edelgard and I are step-siblings was kept a secret as well.
I'm finally beginning to understand what you went through 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Edelgard is the only family you have left, isn't she? To find out someone so precious to you is actually your most hated enemy. How heartbreaking.
But wait! You two were born and raised in 2 different territories, right? So you probably never met until you were both at the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the idea of fighting family is just about the worst thing ever. But hopefully the fact that she's a stepsister who you never really knew helps with the pain? I don't know. It was just a thought.
I am afraid that's not the case. Though it was only for a short time, Edelgard once called Ferdiad home. It was a long time ago, but she was a cherished friend of mine.
Wait! I remember now. She was that girl, wasn't she? The one you gave a dagger to.
Oh, Sylvain knew?
So, your little girlfriend was Edelgard.
Jesus
Sylvain,
Christ.
if you have any more foolish things to say, please hold them for later.
I love that.
I do have a few more in my sleeve, but they can wait. Go on, Your Highness. This is important for us to hear.
She may be a hated enemy now, but the Emperor is your old friend and your stepsister. Can you bring yourself to kill her?
I will kill her, if I must. But if there is any chance that the world she seeks to create could be a just one, then I would love to see a future in which I may reach out my hand for her and have her reach back. That said, I have no intention of letting my personal feelings cloud my judgment. Too much is at stake.
Your Highness, I think you should meet with the Emperor and at least try to talk to her. If there's any hope of ending this war without more bloodshed, we have to try. Besides, killing your own family. I'm sorry, but it's not right.
Oh, and he knows that from experience because of Lord Lenato.
I think so too. And you are right that we should at least try.
I see. So my uncle's defeated
Oh.
beyond doubt?
Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels.
What's up, Leia?
I advise that we accept this as a drop of joy amid a pool of sorrow.
Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must confront them all at once. Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to protect the Alliance, and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of Ceres.
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Pull back our forces. In the west to Arian Road. In the east to...
Fort Mercius, I presume. There is no better place for such a confrontation, after all.
Indeed. And dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. He can buy us some time. In the meantime, I will...
Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight, there is a chance that once done, it cannot be undone.
Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way. And so, I must walk on.
What? Ooh, what is she plotting? She's plotting something. Oh, man. She's plotting something.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon.
Happy 4.5 hours.
The Impregnable Fortress.
Holy shit.
When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
This freaking story is pulling me in. I kind of want to do one more chapter. It's pulling me in, but I kind of... This would be a good spot to save it, because then there's 3 chapters left for the game to play the next stream. But I kind of want to do one more chapter. The story is so good!
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Like I said, Blue Lions has the best narrative, 100%. It's so good! I'm glad I chose this as the first one. Because, like, I did it... Oh, yeah, you weren't here for that part. When I chose it, I did it a random number generator on Google, 1 through 3, and I did best 2 out of 3, and it went with Blue Lions twice. It was Blue Lions twice, Golden Deer once, and Black Eagle 0. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do Blue Lions. And so, like, that random chance got me excited for this game. And it's so good.
Although it was a rough go at first.
Luck was in your favor. Yeah, it was.
That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor. If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrden again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south, and then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
Impregnable fortress?
Fort Mercius, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold.
Oh boy.
Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses.
Should we try to avoid it?
If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear.
That's
It's
true.
best for us to handle the situation head-on. Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Mercius is someone we have crossed blades with many times.
Death Knight?
It is the Death Knight who awaits us.
I want to know who that is. I want to know who that is. So badly. I want to know who it is. Because there's no way it's just a guy named Death Knight. I want to know who's in the fucking armor. Alright, I'm going to explore for this week. I'm going to do one more chapter. I got to do one more chapter. My curiosity is killing me. I need to see who it is.
Hey, you.
Or even if it shows who it is. If not, then okay, but if it does, then that'll pique my interest. Pique my curiosity, as it were.
I wonder where Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fodlan altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind.
I can't believe he left it behind.
Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
Just as we suspected. Lady Rhea was taken to the Imperial capital. We must get to the capital as quickly as possible. I do wonder when Claude managed to learn Lady Rhea's whereabouts. He's pretty shrewd.
That is a good point. When did he learn that? First things first, though. Inventory, items. They did tell you. Did you want me to tell you it doesn't actually prove it unless you do a very specific thing you do with Mercy with... Do with Mercy? Mercy. With Mercy and Caspar. Oh, I should have done that. So I should have gone for Mercy and Caspar. Damn. Jesus. Did I have Ash talk to somebody else?
Really?
The Seth told you in part 1 that they had suspicion who the Death Knight was. Why do I not remember that? Oh, whoa. Reading through this note. Returns to her territory in 1181 and goes into seclusion. In 1185, she escaped the territory alone. And then she came back from because of the promise. Even the ones that weren't even in my class came back because of the promise, and they weren't even there. I think. I can't remember who he thought that was. I'm gonna have to go back through and look through that again. Let's bring in Dadu and Mercedes.
Singing in tune with others proved quite difficult.
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
They said they were sure it was Juritza. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, my professor level should increase too.
This experience is critical.
Yeah, A rank now. Hell yeah. Your recipe book for cooking together has expanded. Nice. Oh yeah, who's the note for this month? I hope to improve my writing skills before our next battle. Any suggestions for where to begin? I want people to see me on horseback and say, he reigns supreme. The out of time next battle awaits us. Start by befriending the horse you'll be riding. I'm choosing to ignore your puns. Befriending the horse. I should have known it was Eloise. Alright, gardening. I forgot about Juritza, honestly. I forgot about him. Not bad. Red flower, white flower. Do I not have blue flower? Green flower. Purple flower. Oh. And pale blue. Just do a bunch of flowers. Cultivate.
No. Professor! Professor!
Right, food. Let's do full menu. Let's do... Sylvain. Dorothea, why not?
Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
I don't like being hit on during a meal. So it's nice to be with you.
How's this? Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country? If you think about it that way, it makes sense for them to unite. I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fodlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
What a ray of sunshine you are.
Here's an idea. Hello?
Who's over here? Oh, Annette.
Oh, Professor! Good timing. You have to talk some sense into my father. Recently, he's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself.
Not bad.
I love a good fortress. The perfect place to hide. This one's impregnable too, isn't it? Perfect! As soon as we take it, I'll set up a special spot for Bernie.
If we can take it, it's not impregnable. It's too big to make a good hiding place.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is pretty huge.
Oh.
Right.
Who's in the training grounds? Catherine and Felix.
We defeated Lord Arundel. The Emperor must have been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Mercius and move on to the Imperial capital. We must not be overconfident, though.
We're going to win.
You're optimistic. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out?
Ultimate sword tournament today, huh? Ooh, it's either Catherine or Felix. I'm gonna go Felix, because he's higher level. Let's go. Let's try it. Alrighty. Alright, let's try.
One to remember.
Yeah, use that wooden sword. Oh, what the fuck? Well, that was quick. Alright, I got one more left. Oh, Dorothea's hiding again. On the Star Terrace.